Okay guys, not my favourite time of year. I end up spending quite a bit of time in the paddock, horses paddock, ragworting. So if you're not quite sure what ragwort looks like, it looks like this little plant here, as you can see, like feathery leaves, and when it starts to flower, it will flower with a yellow leaf. Ignore that, that's a buttercup obviously, but this is the culprit here. Now this needs to be removed from your paddock as it is very poisonous and can cause all sorts of health issues in your horse. Thankfully I don't have too much of it in my paddocks, but it's best to get on top of it before it starts to flower, because the last thing you want it to do is to seed. So one of the important things that you must remember to do is when you are ragworting, you need to make sure you take the whole root out as well. Do not just pull off the tops, because like most weeds, it will just continue to rehabitat the area in which you have just pulled it from. But get the whole root up if you can. You can see this is my little haul just from one small part of my field. This field can't be topped like the one next door until it has been checked for all the ragwort, which I'm presently doing. You see I've left my fork over there in a spot where there's also another piece of ragwort. So it's important, as I said, to make sure that you check your fields for ragwort. Generally your horses will not eat ragwort if you've got enough grazing, but if you top your fields with ragwort in it, once it is cut, they can ingest it, and that you don't want, because it still has its poisonous qualities. Unlike buttercups, once they're cut, they actually don't have any of that acidic enzyme in it, which can burn your horse's face or nose. When I'm removing the ragwort, I use a special tool called a ragwort fork. Actually, I think I bought it on Amazon. I think it was only about 15-20 pounds, but best investment I have made. Now the trick with this guy is that you get the prongs and you can push them in under, down and under the root, and then as you pull up you can take the whole thing with the root and all. So let's just have a little look. So place it as near as you can down, and then as you lift up you can see that I have managed to pull the whole root ball with it. So that means this little creature is not going to be growing in my field anytime soon. That ragwort fork, as I said, best investment that I have made. Now don't worry about any little holes and things that you've got left there. Just break a bit of the old soil back in there and pat it down with a foot.